So, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. Dragonflies could be significant with me feeling the need to turn that around. Also, dragonflies mean change and transformation. To me anyway, because I love dragonflies. Right, so yeah, everything I do is channeling, clearing and healing energy. I'm tired because it's a bit late at night and I managed to get out a walk. And I caught a lovely sunset. I didn't mean to catch the sunset, and it was when I was speaking to my mum. She was like, "Yeah, that's lucky that you caught it because it didn't look like there was going to be one, and then it was a really lovely one out of nowhere." So I took some videos and some pictures, but to me, I'm kind of like, oh, the view isn't very nice because it's like, I don't know what it looks out on, isn't that? But again, it probably is to you. So yeah, I'll share whatever, once I get settled in my bed, because I'm going to film this and I'm going to watch some celebs go dating and more of that bad boyfriends chat that I've spoke about in another video. I just finished watching another video there, so very dramatic energy. Mercury is in Leo, and it's actually conjunct my midheaven, so it's definitely, yeah, well, I used lots of tea, enough said. There's definitely some very dramatic endings and change going on, but that is what Uranus and Taurus brings. I'm not going to repeat all the same stuff. I'm just going to assume that you've watched the other ones, and if not, well, you can go and find out more about that if you don't already know, because there's lots of people talking about all this stuff. But yeah, I wanted to read this. So this is Mediumship Monday, right? So Mediumship Monday can just seem rather similar to the rest of the stuff that I do, to be honest. I don't know if I might turn that off and use the flash instead. I mean, it is cool that it's got that, but I don't like that. Yeah, that's better. So maybe there's a need to not use all the fancy stuff, whatever that means, however that could mean something to you, and just I don't know, go with the flow or something, because again, that's just the flash that's on the camera, and it's like, rather than the big fancy ring light. But anyway, so I always end up doing that. It just annoys me how it bounces off it. So anyway, yeah, so the deal behind this is, once I came back from my walk, I was sitting and I just felt guided to shuffle, and I pulled out this, and it felt really significant because because that was also, the 31st was only a couple of days ago, so there could have been some huge change going on around, like in real time. Or but yeah, this is Jesus energy, and I'd mentioned Jesus in the other videos. There's a lot of Jesus forgiveness energy. Forgiveness was one of the last cards that I pulled on the last one as well, which I've only remembered because I literally just finished watching it, otherwise I probably wouldn't have remembered that. But yeah, so I'm going to read this because it feels important. Oh my god, and I opened it right at the page, so yeah, they want me to read it. Oh, and also, that's why I posted it in the community tab. Because like I said, I just pulled that. I was just sitting myself and wanted to pull a card, but it felt too important, so here we go. And so again, I don't know how long this is going to be, but I just like to keep up with doing something for Mediumship Monday. So yeah, but listen up, because again, I could be bringing through a message from a loved one in spirit. The words could be flowing through me, and you could be like, oh, I feel that. It's like that's my dad, or that's my mum, or that's my gran, or that's my pal, or that's my, whatever, or that's one of my guides. I feel passing on a message. Synchronicities can come through anything, basically. So, within you burns the flame of the Christ. Beyond religion, this flame belongs to all hearts willing to receive the divine. Opening to it as a lover would open the heart to receive the beloved. And again, because I didn't give my normal speech, this channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. And I'm basically here to channel these divine love messages through the end times. So you're welcome. And to get you into inner union and leading to the physical unions. If you've done a good job in the inner union, I suppose you don't really get the physical union without doing that. And even with that, you might be tricked and think that you're in it and you're not, because, you hadn't fully healed. And again, fully healed meaning healed enough so that you can work through things together. Because again, with it being the new moon and Virgo energy, well, we're in sun and moon in Virgo just now, but the new moon is still hours away because it's like 5 to 3 in the morning my time, wherever it is for you. But it's about realising that you're never going to be perfect. So, you know, as long as you've been putting in the effort and healing, because Virgo is healing as well, then, you know, accept yourself for where you are, flaws and all. Because like I said before, that's what people can fall in love with. So don't hide your flaws, and allow somebody to see all of you. Again, it reminds me, that's really deep, but it reminds me of that in Meet Joe Black, when the guy's crying about, oh my god, this could actually, anyway, I'm just going with the flow like I always do. But like I said, if you're new, because everyone's part of the channel, and this might fit in with the other video that I done, because that had quite specific stuff coming through about, you know, because it doesn't always need to be. Basically, what I'm getting at is, in Meet Joe Black, the boy, I don't think it's the husband, or the boy, I don't know, the boyfriend or the husband of one of the daughters accidentally is a part of getting. So it's like, say it is like his father-in-law in trouble, but he was tricked by like the other horrible boyfriend of the other sister. So again, all this could make sense. It's like somebody could have been tricked into backstabbing someone that they wouldn't have wanted to, because that's what happens in that film. So yeah, just take that however it resonates. There could have been some kind of manipulation into backstabbing somebody because you couldn't see, like, out of naivety, because that's what it is in that. But anyway, there's a beautiful scene in that. I've pinned it in the comments before some videos, but if I can be bothered, I might do it because I'm mentioning it. But it's when Meet Joe Black, who's basically meant to be deaf, you know, that spoiler alert, but I spoiled it, is like, what's love or something, and that guy replies, he's upset, crying, drowning in his sorrows, and he's like, love is showing somebody all of you and them still loving you anyway, something like that. It was really deep. It's a beautiful scene. I just love Meet Joe Black, and I've channeled about it before. Oh my god, that actually reminds me, there's ones that I've channeled about films that are actually just lost in the sauce in my phone somewhere, and I meant them for the membership, so I'll look some of them out. But I did do it in public too, and it was basically, Meet Joe Black for me is definitely a really good, it is a really good example of somebody being reborn into this energy, like, because, like, the part when he goes over the bridge and then he returns back is like coming back in that divine love energy, your higher self. So I could talk about that for hours, but that's how I'm explaining it just now. So anyway, I'm going to read the rest of this. So, though the awakening of the Christ within brings greater closeness to the divine, and therefore greater love and depth of compassion, it too can bring sadness, and that's come up in other videos today, righteous anger, and passionate need to contribute positive healing action and change in the world. That all comes about with Uranus retrograde in Taurus, because Uranus is the great change maker, the great awakener, and it's also like about rebellious, like, you know, we need to do something, you know, to make the world a better place kind of energy. You may be an introspective soul who does this through mastering their inner world. Again, that would be like the hermit coming up with the video before. Meditation, yoga, raising your own vibration with absolute intent that brings healing to the world around you. Again, a lot of you will have been doing that for decades or years, or you know, because I know that I certainly have. I was quietly doing it before I was thrown on here 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago. So you may be and again, if you're wondering why, again, well, if I've been on for 10 years, why have only got like over 1,000? But it's because I was on primarily on the other social media platforms before that. So but they do slow me down in the old algorithm because I speak the truth anyway. So, and they do that to lots of people that speak the truth. You may be an extroverted soul that thrives in sharing messages and living a life of dynamic action and support the causes that are worthy of moving to your brave heart, capable of feeling divine outrage and responding with inspired action. Again, or you might be a bit of both, like me, like, you know, you feel like you were forced, like a reluctant leader is what I always call myself. You may be a combination of these soul types and choosing wisely what you consume, which companies you support, what television you do or do not watch, and what you read, voting for the life you want to have around you in the world through your actions, internal and external. This is the Christ flame igniting within you, setting the world aflame with the fire of divine love. But basically, this is quite simply the masculine's awakening, and it's not surprising me, but it is amazing me, because Uranus is the great awakener. And I know I say it all the time, sorry if you're around all the time you hear me say this, but I'm just, because the thing is, with the nature of me being all about the subconscious mind and, you know, hypnotherapy and NLP and everything as well, it's helping, it'll help some of you remember this stuff as well, because I say it all the time, but they genuinely do just make me repeat stuff all the time. But again, it makes sense, that's what hypnotherapy is about. But yeah, if you happen to have like an aspect or, you know, conjunction like what I've got, like, you know, I've got my moon conjunct Uranus, it's and also because mine is in a fire sign, it is, you know, it does, I am an awakener of people's passion and fire and twin flames. That's why a lot of people can just come across me online, don't know what I'm talking about, and, you know, they've watched a few videos and they start to realise, wait a minute, actually, I think I'm one of these, and I think that's that person from the past. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty powerful. um, this oracle brings guidance that you're connecting with the universal Christ consciousness, and your heart is meant to awaken as a sacred heart. Now, this is really important, because I feel this is the, never mind just the divine masculines, this is all the people, even people that aren't twin flames, but especially twin flame divine masculines, that you are awakening in a big, big way with this energy, whether it's happened already or it's happening right now. And you might be in the darkness of it, but you're being birthed into this energy. This oracle brings guidance that you're connecting with the universal Christ consciousness, and your heart is meant to awaken as a sacred heart, bearing the Christ flame of divine love of this lifetime. You're part of the wave of awakening happening on the earth now. You're exactly where you're meant to be and doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. Keep going. And so again, I might use that for the thumbnail again, because the thing is it in the shot? No, that bit isn't, because I actually nearly wrote keep going in the sand, and I didn't know why I was feeling a strong urge to, because I actually wrote keep going in the sand last week. And I left it. I usually write things and then I just, like, I'll write things for myself, or I'll write things, usually I write for myself to take a picture and then I'll scribble it out, and I'll, you know, sometimes I share it with you, or sometimes it's just for me, and and then I scribble it out with it, but I didn't. The last few times I've wrote something and I've left it, because it was like I strongly felt my guides and God being like, someone's going to need that, so it's quite nice to be like, oh, somebody, but it's like when people do those wee stones and leave them about and stuff. But it wasn't a plan or anything, it was just but I really felt guided to do it again. And you never know, maybe it's because somebody needed to see that, so I'll do it tomorrow just in case. But it's kind of like, I feel one of you needs to hear, keep going, you know, you're in your awakening, you're being birthed into, you know, getting what divine love is and Christ consciousness. But I feel specifically this is going to be about awakening to a twin flame connection in a stronger way more than ever. Maybe, and even if you've known about it, like maybe needing to do something about it. So love is more than words. Love is more than words can define. It is a feeling which wells up inside and longs for release. It is a smile which starts in my heart and spreads across my face like a silly grin. It is knowing so deep in my being that every cell speaks in a language only lovers know. And most of all, it is the beginning, the birth, the possibility, the promise of a tomorrow, the hope that grows into something we can only imagine when hearts combine and love becomes more. Two songs were coming through when I was reading that, but so the first line, love is more than words, it reminds me of that. Saying I love you is not the one I want to hear from you. I don't want to sing very loud because it seems a bit quiet around here, but it's like more than words. I can hear it, but I can't remember the words. Saying I love you. It's not that I don't want to. More than words. Oh, I don't know, something like that. You know the one I mean. I'll put the name below when I find it. And then diving into the ocean and talk to me like lovers do. That's Annie Lennox. Talk to me like lovers do. Right, so these are the two ones that reading that reminded me of. I don't know that I really want to hang around much longer, to be honest, guys, because I'm really very tired now. But and again, it will just be because there's an activation coming through with this card, because I felt it when I pulled it and I thought, right, I need to share it with others. So I'm now going to shuffle my new deck that I got today, which helps me with procrastination and just makes it a bit more exciting because, like I've said before, I get extremely bored of the same collective messages that come through. But I mean, I am a trooper because I still deliver them. But and so is anybody else that does out there too. So give people love that do stuff like this out of the goodness of their heart, because it does get boring. And also, like I say all the time, it does put you in quite an interesting, strange place of, well, especially the way that I deliver it, like, pissing your twin flame off and prolonging it, and sometimes, who knows long, inevitably. And definitely I think I was going for there. But now that's reminding me of, oh, for fuck's sake, why am I forgetting everything? The one with Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts that I watch all the time, and now I can't remember what the hell it's called. Notting Hill, yeah. So there could be somebody watching from England, or I don't know. There could be something specific, but it's when the reporter says, "And how long are you going to be staying in the UK?" And she says, "Indefinitely." You'd have to see it to know what I mean. But also, right before that happens, that is somebody realising that they made a terrible mistake by rejecting the person they love. And then he has to run and fix it. So there could be a bit of that going on. Reminds me of, like, now it's reminding me of, I'm forgetting everything. Good Will Hunting, it's because I'm tired. I had to go and see about a girl. And I did share a shorts about that the other day. And it was, by the way, when I'm sharing them, it's because they're showing me, like, I keep being shown, I'll share them if you want me to. If you want me to, put it in the comments and I'll find them in my history. But I keep being shown, like, really romantic wee thing, and they're all the same song. It's like a country song that's like, it's something about being a good man or something. I quite like it, it's catchy, but oh my god, my leg's going to sleep here. But you see, I'm saying my leg's going to sleep. Somebody could have spiritually been sleeping on this connection and now they've woke up. But anyway, it's the same song. So obviously, because I've watched one, they're showing me loads. But it's like, really, there was a really lovely wee animation where it was like, it was like the Red String of Fate, which is my favourite. But it was something along those lines where it's like, because I saw somebody put in the comments, must have reminded them, like, yeah, what's for you won't go past you, which is in my kitchen on a mug, and it reminds me of my grandma. So maybe my ancestors are coming in to give wisdom, because my eyes shot right over at the picture of my grandma and granddad, and I mean, I have to look behind me, kind of, and over the room to look at that. So what's for you won't go by you, my grandma's saying to all of us. Right, I'm going to use one of these cards, let's see, so don't make it one with loads, please, but I'll trust that whatever comes out is because it feels like there's people that are freaking out this energy, basically. Whether it's female, male, masculine, feminine, I feel it's mostly masculine, but I feel it's big changes. Could we get sort of the help whoever most needs it? Oh god, it's another, is that the same one? No, it's not the same one. Kind of similar though. So it's another shadow card, but basically, if you watched the one that I done earlier, it was, I basically said, see now, why couldn't we pick that one? That's only one. How can I choose to right, I'm going to do both. How can I choose to prioritise care right now? So I'll do that one. Oh my god, buying those cards is the best decision I've made in a long time. Right, so, but you see, I'm talking about the cards, but this could be about you making a decision to take action with something and it'll make you feel better. So I'll just do these, well, as quick as I can. So I've not really got all my decks through here, and I don't feel like I really want to. This has got karmic completion in it, and look, it's on the bottom. So I'm going to shuffle, but if it comes out, I won't be surprised, because like I said, the shadow card is coming out because that is I'll put that out of the shot. I'll put it so that I can read it. That's coming out because that's very Pluto retrograde and Capricorn is taking us into the shadow. But like I say all the time, I'm always taking you into the shadow because my Pluto's 0 degrees retrograde in Scorpio. I said that all mixed about, but so what your light side wants to choose. So what your light side wants to choose is, if this makes sense, effort. I feel that really fits. And also 13 is divine feminine energy. So this is your feelings are urging you. So again, remember, this can make sense. It's more likely going to be for masculines because of it feels like the masculines are really needing help. Again, if you're around all the time, you know how it goes. It's because I'm here to help the masculines primarily, but I do help feminines too. Basically, let's face it, let's be brutally honest. The feminines usually just want to fucking know what's going on with their masculines. But you really should be wanting to know for you too, because you really only get into a healthy place of inner union by, like, for instance, right, and I'm being totally honest, when I used to get more like personal readings for myself, I either said to the person, I trust whatever comes through, as in, like, I knew that I could get a warning about some fuckery going on around me, or I knew that things would come out about what I need for my own care, like that card says, or I knew that things could come out about what I need to know about, you know, my twin flame connection. I didn't, like, I wasn't controlling it, basically, and that's very in line with the Virgo new moon, and it was very in line with what I've just said on the other videos today. So, yeah, so that's going to be relevant here. And I kind of forgot what I was saying, so I'm just going to, but anyways, so 1331 as well, mirrored numbers. So there's, yeah, twin flames. So yeah, but it can make sense for your feminine side or your masculine side, but this is definitely going to make sense for people that are having big stuff going on. So what your light side wants you to choose is effort. Oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to put it back in the deck. I'm going to do it like the spread. So I'm going to put that up there because it just feels really important. Number 2 is what your shadow side wants you to choose. So it's not actually going to be able to go in the shot, so I'll just show you and then I'll put it. Shadow side wants you to choose. But yeah, karmic completion is what's happening over the next few months, while Capricorn is at the later degrees of Capricorn. Sorry, Capricorn of Pluto. I'm so tired. Yeah, karmic cycles closing out. Karmic friendships. Anybody that's not for your highest good is going to be eclipsed out your life with the eclipse season as well, because the full moon in a few weeks is endings as well. But yeah, anything that's not for your highest good, habits, people, and you're going to see a lot of twin flames come together. You know, things that are for your highest good, and that's why that's coming out there as well. But it could look chaotic. You know, it will look chaotic, not could. I forgot the question. Your shadow side wants you to choose. Oh yeah, so wait a minute. That's interesting. The first one wasn't what your shadow wants you to choose. Your light side wants you to choose effort. So yeah, your light side wants you to make an effort rather than going into denial about things. So we can all take that for somewhere, surely. Maybe some more than others. Your shadow side wants you to choose not to go towards the new beginnings because it's in reverse. How interesting is that? So this is definitely about how your soul and your heart could be stirring and calling you to a divine love or to make effort. That can just be people that's like, I want to text or twin flame, and then the ego and the fear, false evidence appearing real, is like, they don't want to hear from you. It's going to go wrong when you do it anyway. Everybody around you is telling you not to go towards them, so everybody can't be wrong, they must be right. You know, it's just all these negative things, you know what I mean? But it's basically your shadow is sabotaging you. Now remember, your shadow can help you as well, but you know, the unhealed shadow would sabotage you. It would be fed by the people around you that want to hold you back. So that's what I'm getting from that. Quite powerful. The best outcome of what your light side wants is surrender. Geeking out again, guys. I'm going to get geeking out on a t-shirt. I write down the things. See, when I say that, I do actually write it down. I'm going to do it soon. Like, oh, maybe I'm going to do it soon. I didn't mean to say soon, but maybe I am. Even if it's just me that wears it, I'll but I have one, I think it was Lexi was like, you should put that on, I would buy it. I can't remember what I said now, but yeah, the best outcome of what your light side wants is, yeah, make the effort and then surrender to the outcome. One of the hardest things for people to do, because you want it to go the way you want it to go. But it's good to be able to take risk in life. But sometimes it doesn't go the way you want it to go at the first try. Especially in the twin flame journey. It's like when I've said, like, you know, a lot of divine feminines on the journey, you could have already been in, like, you could have already had a moment where you've just confessed your feelings, you know, you've told this person you love them, and that could have been a long time coming, and you're like, you know, and this is where you've got to make the effort and then surrender the outcome, because, you know, you could be like, oh, that could have taken you years to be able to get the courage to do that, and then you do it, and then it's like a lead balloon, because they're like not in the same place, you know, like that will have happened to many of us. Obviously I'm lumped in that too, but it's kind of like, but then when divine masculines are awakened to the divine love, the same things that some of you have been in for like 10 years plus, or, you know, less than that, a couple of years, they feel the same, you know, it's just been buried deep. Well, that's very deep, but true, you know, and then that's unconditional love, you know, it's you understand that. Or if you don't, people like me are here to explain that's what it's about. Right, so the worst outcome of what your light side wants. Interesting wording. The worst outcome of what your light side wants. Okay. Would be for you not to follow your creative passions, not to follow your heart, not to be open to abundance, because it's the free too, which is Empress. Abundant energy. I attract, I don't chase, attract all your desires. That would be the worst outcome for your soul. Yeah, I'm taking that to be your soul. So the best outcome of what your shadow side wants, that's sabotaging you. Oh, that doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? Wait a minute. The best outcome of what your shadow side wants, healing financial discipline. Well, that's a good thing. I feel that means we're just taking a quiet moment here. Oh, okay. Ding, ding, ding. This is when people stay too cautious about finances. I've got to heal. That's so obvious now. It's so, again, something was staring you in the face and you couldn't get it until you slowed down to tune in to it. Because again, you might be like, that's weird because Claire doesn't, like, I don't need to do that usually. Do you know what I mean? It just flows. But I did actually have to stop to listen. But I don't know, it depends. They kind of do make me do that on a mediumship Monday. Like, slow down a bit more for the messages to flow in a different kind of way. But yeah, I do feel this is definitely, because when I'm being slower, that, you know, I'm just holding space for loved ones and spirit to come through, because although I'm tired, that can be when they can come through a bit. But otherwise, it's just general messages for us. But yeah, the shadow side is sabotaging you by telling you that you have to heal your finances before going forward to twin flame. So that makes perfect sense. Like, you know, it's like, I'm not healed enough. I'm not good enough. I need to be at this point for a move on. And I channel about all the time, but that is a very masculine quality, which is one to be admired, but it's also, if it's sabotaging you, like you're putting it, like it's adding years and years and years. Like I've read for men in the past, particularly about this, where it's like they want to do something for their partner, but it's like they're holding off because it's like nothing's good enough yet. But it's kind of like your life's passed me by, so that's pretty powerful. The best outcome of what you're saying. Yeah, so the worst outcome of what your shadow side wants. This will be funny. The worst outcome of what your shadow side wants. Love or something like that. Moderation. Yeah, your shadow wants to sabotage you. Your shadow doesn't want you to like take it slow and, you know, think about things. Your shadow wants to sabotage. It wants you to like take risk on the shadow side of it, you know what I mean? Like, it wants you to fuck things up. It's a little bit like when I've used the analogy before of like karmic friends that want you to make an arse of yourself. So it'd like want you, like, it would kind of like get somebody really, really drunk and then send them off to make a declaration of love so that they fuck it up, kind of thing. But of course people can do that themselves, but it's like, that's kind of, you know what I mean? That would be the worst outcome, would be for you to take it slow and to think things through. But again, even that can be bad because you could do that forever. Advice moving forward. Advice moving forward. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving these cards. Advice moving forward for whoever all this made sense to. Domestic harmony, but it's in reverse. Wow, I wondered why I was using these cards, because, well, I suppose because they were lost for ages and I found them again. Somebody lost that love and feeling and they found it again, and look, it's creating domestic, not harmony in a home. Unfortunately, I'm picking up on loads of energy like this. Again, I don't like picking up on this, right, but it's part of my calling, and it is quite clearly it's breakups. Eclipse season, you know, everybody knows that. Eclipse season creates breakups, but it's only going to break down what wasn't built on a firm foundation. That's what the tower won't break things down that are happy homes. So advice moving forward is people that are in unhappy homes is, well, let's see, what is the advice for that? Individuality, go it alone. Look, 11 as well, go towards a twin flame. 11 as well could be something about November, Scorpio season or Sagittarius season. Music, I feel, you know, the advice moving forward is pay attention to the songs that are coming your way, because it's messages from your twin flame. But again, I don't need to say that to people, we all know that, but somebody might need to hear it. Could be something about the 14th of March being significant, but as well, I've also channeled quite a few songs in this. So songs are going to be really significant. Self-discipline. So advice moving forward, you've got to be self-disciplined and take the action towards what you want to manifest, as in, it's not going to happen if you don't kick your own ass or take the advice when I'm, you know, giving an energetic ass kicking, but Pluto and Capricorn does that anyway. Yeah, look, physical activity, you've got to move your ass. I'm teaching you to move your ass. And this is for only the people that you know you're stalling, because Virgo season is about stalling and procrastination and over worrying, over stressing, or being stuck in pride and ego. Loving yourself would be taking some sort of action towards an adventure. This is advice moving forward, remember. 5-5, big changes. Reparent yourself. I've used that word a lot today in the other videos. Yeah, following your intuition. Listening to your intuition instead of ignoring it. And going for a rebirth. Wow. I mean, so many thumbnail options. Have compassion with yourself in these endings as you're led towards a spiritual partnership. Yeah, look, people's environments are changing with love, because it's in reverse. Look, that wasn't your happy ending. If that bit made sense, like somebody's trying to create a happy ending in the wrong place because they're all in reverse. That's where the abundance lies. Abundance lies in the spiritual partnerships, twin flame unions. I'm going to, wait a minute, where's the rebirth? Rebirth above Christ. I mean, that's really powerful. This is what I say all the time, and the cards are spelling it out. The abundance comes. I mean, it's God speaking through me, that's why I'm saying it all the time, but this is abundance comes through being with your true spiritual partner. And isn't that is so powerful? Because if you watch all my videos, or most of them, you'll know that is that's what I've been saying lately. Like, that's how I can spot people when people are out there, like out there for everyone to see. Like, usually on YouTube, well, that's the only place I'm going to see it. Like, before I would have seen it on other platforms, but for those of you that watch other platforms, you can tell if somebody's truly with their twin flame, because if you get a kind of vibe that they're still not really making money together, like, it's different when one's on their own. Because like I say all the time, my money's up and down, and a lot of yours is too, and that's how I'm in a weird position of I can help people when your money's up and down, and then ironically when I'm helping more people, they're booking a session, I'm then helping my abundance. And I remember that coming through in several personal readings from different people, and it's true. But again, my work is a mixture of free and paid. It's like, it's missionary work, but it's also a business. It's just, it works. But it's also very, very Jesus and Mary Magdalene, helping people. Helping people with healing, because look, the card under that is healing, and it reminds me of that, the Jesus Revolution. If you haven't seen that, watch it, it's a brilliant film. But yeah, powerful. Right, okay, so I'll just leave all these cards here actually, and then the last one that I was going to read was, how can I choose to prioritize care right now? So I think I'll finish it on that. Let's just see, is there any, I'll move these out of the way. Is there any one's loved ones in spirit? I just want to give that one more shuffle. Is there anyone's loved ones in spirit that want to come through with a personal message? I mean, if not, that's fine by me, because I'm tired. And just because I'm sort of feeling, yeah, they're just saying music again. So yeah, someone's loved one in spirit is going to be giving you signs through music that might lead to some sort of happiness or abundance, because abundance isn't always money, but in this case I think it is, because then we've got spiritual career, so that's quite significant. 78. Yeah, if you have patience and take time out for yourself, balance your masculine feminine, and you cultivate some financial discipline, self-discipline in general, you're going to be able to make a go of it if you follow the synchronicities. So this feels a bit of a random message, but I'll trust that that's going to make sense. I just felt like I needed to shuffle that. So any more specific messages from loved ones in spirit or guides for people out there? I'm standing right next to you, the very creepy one. So when you're watching this, there is a guide or a loved one in spirit that is there supporting you. So tap in and see if you can feel their love. This person in general is telling you, yeah, well, whatever. This person feels like a friend that is basically encouraging you to not compromise, to not settle. Oh my God, I've just realised that's so powerful. That's why they got me to mention Good Will Hunting. And this reminds me of, these are videos that I done way back, like a couple of years ago. And when I was channeling about Good Will Hunting, and it feels very similar kind of energy. It's like a friend coming through to say they're helping you to not settle in life. So, and I'm saying Good Will Hunting because I just mentioned Good Will Hunting in this video, and that's the shorts that I've shared in the community tab the other day, where Ben Affleck's like to Matt Damon. I think I always like trying to remember the basically you're selfish if you don't go towards this opportunity you've got that none of us have got. Then because he's just so gifted and he's got a chance at true love, and he's trying to blend in and like pretend he's not standing in all this power basically that he's not using. So that's going to resonate for someone. Yeah, safe travels. St. Christopher's guiding you away from wherever you are, if that's resonating. feels like a general one for a lot of masculines. Yeah, the earth's our school. Like, you've went through your karmic lessons, and now it's time to reward yourself with the more peaceful, supportive part of your journey. And heaven's watching over you. Yeah, you're one of the, you know what I mean? You're one of the 144,000 if this message resonates. And, you know, your guides and angels want you to move forward. Now, look, yeah, you're a child of the divine, but there could be something about an actual child here too. You care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your inner child, require love and affection and attention. But look at what I was just channeling there. This is definitely like, I mean, this could even be someone's parent come through from the spirit world. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. So that's a beautiful word, and that's one of the decks I've had for like over 15 years or something. But yeah, so like I said, I feel this is in particular speaking about a friend that is helping somebody with whatever's come through here. But that, I mean, equally that could speak to somebody like being like a granny coming through or that. So just tune in and feel the person around you. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped in your hands. Open your hands and arms and heart to our love and assistance. That's basically what I'm getting at. I feel in general this is a message for a lot of masculines, feminine, a lot of masculines, female and male, or for feminines too, masculine side. Just release and surrender, because surrenders come up twice, so much so that I might put in the title when I finish. But yeah, release that part of your life that was heavy, because there's a lighter time coming in. So I'll do another separate one now for someone else. That was for whoever, and then let's see what else comes through now, and then I'll finish with those guide cards. But what else? So what else can somebody do to prioritize their care right now? Ooh, wedding. Oh my god, right, okay, so we need more details here, because obviously the first thing that springs to mind is, because I'm here to bring in the inner unions and the unions, and this is talking about a union of two souls, this could be about a union, like a physical union, but it could also be about a literal wedding. But is it twin flames, or is it, because this can, you know, this could be endings of like people walking away from a marriage or an engagement, or so marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. I'm not feeling anything about a karmic marriage, or I'm feeling it is just about the union of two souls. I forgot how beautiful these cards are, actually. And so again, when I'm saying I forgot how beautiful these cards are, I might be channeling a masculine light, being like, I forgot how beautiful this connection was, or, you know, something like that. Like, it feels like waking up energy. Like, you know, the union of two souls, like someone's waking up to this divine love. Also, commitments come out very strong in the other video too. What else is coming through for that? This forgive. Oh my god, powerful. I'm going to be like, what do I use for the thumbnail? Yeah, I mean, what? Actually, I know exactly what we'll use for the thumbnail. Where have I put him? Where have I put Jesus? Did I put that? Did I shuffle that back in here? So, did I put that Christ card back? I'll get it after, but that's who I'll use. I'll use the Christ flame and Mary Magdalene. So we've got, yeah, so we've had Jesus and Mary Magdalene. But look, this is Mary Magdalene guiding the twins that are ready for it in a union. That's the card in particular that, when I've said before, that when I used that, I was at a shamanic, this was so many years ago, but I was at a shamanic circle in person, and it was one of these things where it was like everybody was really not in such a good place, but actually that's when I realised how much in unconditional love I was, because I was supporting the other women with the facilitator, do you know what I mean? So it was, and it was, again, that was it was because I was actually facilitating my own groups online. So, but that was anyway, it was a long time ago. But basically, it was I remember the person being like, "That looks like you." But yeah, Mary Magdalene's guide in the union's brilliant into forgiveness. So whatever has went on with you and your twin flame, if this is resonating, Mary Magdalene's helping forgiveness to come about for a union of two souls. That is so beautiful. Yeah, look, don't compromise. Like, don't settle, masculines, in things where you're not appreciated, and not, and including don't settle in unhappy unions, whether that is actual marriages or relationship. Remember me by the happy memories we created, and I feel that that is, although that's maybe from Love Loves the Spirit, I feel this is about remembering the connection and wanting to give and receive, wanting to give back to this connection where you didn't before. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health and energy replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with exhalation. But like I said, I really do feel that it's about a masculine wanting to balance the scales with a feminine wanting forgiveness. And it's because a feminine hasn't compromised. Like this, all the feminines that resonate, this is the feminines that you've not compromised. You didn't settle for less than what you deserve. Like, you knew who your person was, and you stood your ground without being forceful about it. You've just stood in your own power, and I feel you're going to be rewarded in some way. What else? These have actually turned out to be very, look, yeah, look, they're just saying it's the same message. So that's one message for a whole group of feminines. They seem to be for, again, it can always make sense to more than one person, but I'm going to put that aside because I want to find that Christ card for the thumbnail. Right, so I'm going to do one more message because I actually need a pee, and then I'm going to end it with that. In fact, I'm going to do that now or I'll forget. What's the ending message for how can I choose to prioritise self-care right now? Purpose. Oh wow, actually, look, and is that 30? Yeah, it is. So it could really speak to people that are 38. It doesn't need to. I know lots of people are older than that, or there's some people that are much younger, but that's the truth. So, so I'll read both those cards. I feel there's one more of these, so it's just because I might have forgot. So give us one more message. So I always give you a good night kiss. So I feel that is about twin flame to twin flames. This person's energy is always around you late at night. That is basically the truth for twin flames. What's a message that wants to come through? A different message for somebody else that really needs it. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by the many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions, so we patiently wait your request. So basically, quite simply, you either need to ask for healing from your angels, guides, or loved ones of spirit, or ask for healing from your twin flame, you know what I mean? Be like, I really need you, pray for me, or whatever, because that person's praying. Yeah, they're just saying, don't compromise, like, you can get yourself out of this, whatever it is. And I'm with the rest of the family. Oh wow, look at what I was saying about the sunset. So I feel there is somebody coming through here, like a loved one in spirit that could have passed on. It feels fairly recent, so that's not for everyone, but that's for someone. That they're just coming through saying they're with the rest of the family. Oh my god, I was watching a sunset at the ocean. I call it the sea, and the ocean's come out. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping in its healing womb, and the womb came out earlier too in the cards, brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean, like I done. Allow its power and beauty to wash over away and all your cares and concerns. That feels like I really need to share one of those shorts for people that don't get to go beside the sea. That's why I do it. I'm aware that not everybody can walk beside the sea. Yeah, new partner. So again, this is karmic endings. This is something ending for people to be led to a twin flame. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. And that first card was about prayers. So somebody, that did feel heavier. This one, this is somebody asking and praying to get out of something. Pay careful attention to new people we send in your life. You'll recognise them by a sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. So anyway, whatever that means to you, but I'm bursting my pee now. So yeah, I hope the. Oh wait a minute, I need to read these. So 38. Oh my god, 21 and 38. Right, okay, so 21. The world coming full circle. Karmic cycles ending. I think it's maybe because karmic completion didn't come out. They wanted to give it out. And also, look, the flame has been ignited in someone. Honesty, clarity, discipline, and intellect. And remember, this was based on the question, how can I choose to prioritise my care right now? Because we're on the mind about the week. Your higher self is present, activating your powers of reason and intellect. It asks you to develop clarity and objectivity when looking at your life rather than interpreting events through the murky, distorted waters of emotion. And that isn't that funny because we are on the mind. Strive to see the reality of what happened in the past, and reality is Virgo. We're in the Virgo new moon. So that you can acquire a more accurate understanding of what's going on. That feels so fitting with other messages today. Somebody's got crystal clear clarity on a lot of stuff that they didn't get before because they've awakened. You may notice things that make you uncomfortable or challenge your ethics, shadow work. Ask your higher self to give you the courage to stand up for your truth, and we're not even reading truth. Oh no, I am reading truth, to be honest. Sorry, I've got mixed up there. So again, you could have got something wrong, and you might need to say sorry because of what just happened there. Ask your wait a minute. Where did I get to ask your higher self to give you the courage to stand up for your truth and address difficult situations at their core, rather than distance yourself or pretend you don't see the real problems, denial, because they make you uncomfortable. Like the child in the fairy tale, the emperor's new clothes, and the emperor, like the emperor and the empress, divine masculine, your higher self is motivating you to not only see life more deeply, but to also share your perceptions with those around you. This is the time, for example, to address your unbalanced budget and look for ways to cut corners. There was a lot about financial discipline. It's also the time to acknowledge your ever-expanding waistline and seek out what's really eating at you. Again, that's very new moon in Virgo. This is when you need to step away from your emotions and dispassionately study the problems at hand so that you come to the solution without blame or projection. Remember, it goes back to what can I choose to prioritise my care right now. So you come to a solution without blame or projection. Ask yourself what the problem is, not who the problem is. Only then can you begin to find real solutions with productive outcomes. Your higher self is sharpening your perception, clarifying your view, so that you can make important and necessary changes at this time. As Carl Jung once said, when the diagnosis is correct, the healing begins. And your higher self's message, look for the truth behind appearances. And again, I'm all about that. I love Jungian stuff, and that's why I'm always going on about the shadow. So, last but not least, 38, and then again, just to remind people, if you're new to me or if you need a reminder, if you're not new, I can do an unlisted video like this for you personally. If you book the Spirit Surprise, I'll pin it below. And or just, any of the recorded ones. And yeah, you could get all this for you. So, purpose, master teacher, consistency, dedication, reliability, and faithfulness. And a reminder that how I can choose to prioritise my care right now. That was the question. So you can do that by consistency, dedication, reliability, and faithfulness. You're beginning to stride into your purpose. Work is no longer a struggle, and your master teacher is guiding you along the way. And can I just point out that master teacher is a word that was channeled to me to do with twin flame, so that's quite funny. Your master teacher is guiding you along the way. That's what I'm doing right now, as a twin flame master teacher, an elder. The more, and again, it's nothing to do with age, because you might be older than me, but it's to do with my soul and what I'm here to do. The more aligned you become with your life's proper path, the more your days will flow with ease. You'll lose track of all barriers as you go with the flow. That's come out today too. There was a card that literally said go with the flow earlier, or yesterday. Throw your heart and soul into your efforts. Your dedication will pay off in the long run, but even this isn't important. Your efforts are their own reward. Oh my God, that's so powerful when the first card was effort. Doing what you love so well and so faithfully fills you. Your challenge is to resist the temptation to push yourself to exhaustion. Yes, watch out for burnout. Remain measured and steady, and don't overlook the importance of taking a rest at least once a week. That's what I do on a Monday, and that's what I've done all day today until I done this. Well, actually, I did film other videos today, but I rested over the weekend. So your master teacher is pleased with your progress, but reminds you that even though you may love your work and feel that you could work forever, your body and mind do get fatigued. There's that burnout stuff coming through again. Develop the wisdom to know when to step away and refresh your soul. Your master teacher's message: pace yourself. And that's so powerful, and I'm leaving it on that because, again, like I'd mentioned in another video, I've got a few like breaks, you know. I suppose you call them holidays. Like, you know, one is like a weekend away, and another is like about a week or 10 days away. So, you know what I mean? It's just things to step away from work as much as I love my work. So yeah, whatever that means for you. Beautiful messages. I hope that there was something in here there for you. And like I said, if you want something like this for yourself, an unlisted video like this, which will be private, then you can book that below. Or of course I can do mediumship with you on live sessions. I might pin that one below too. Sometimes I take it off the schedule. But apart from that, catch you on the next one, guys. See you later. Happy detoxing and decluttering, and happy new moon when it arrives. But I'll see you on the videos tomorrow when I'm filming it in the thick of the new moon. Oh yes, and also I keep forgetting to promote the new moon workshop, so it makes me feel like it's not happening. But if you would like to do a new moon and Virgo shamanic healing workshop with me, which is basically, it's usually the same sort of format, right? Where it's like, you know, I'll channel a clearing healing activation based on whoever's part of the group. I'll do you a few personal cards. We'll do like a group card or message. I go with the flow, so I don't always know exactly what's going to go, but it'll be a couple hours. And I always like to invite people to bring your own cards if you've got them. You don't need to though. And yeah, we can just have, you know, just connect for a wee bit. So if that sounds like you want to do that, then the link will be below. If you happen to book that and there isn't enough people to run it, like for instance, to be honest, I think I would run it. If there was only 2 people, I would run it. That would be all right. But I usually say 3 people. But I think I would run it if there was a couple of people. But yeah, if it ends up being that only one person books, then I would just do something like this with you 1-to-1 live, and you just get a bit of a cheaper rate. Although I think that's no, that would be because the £55. I think that's 30 minutes unlisted, so not for a live. Although sometimes I do have a live on it, but no, I think that is, yeah. So basically, you know, you can be the judge of that if that's something that you need. But anyway, I'm going to go because I really do need to pee. So see you later.